Hey guys, wasn't really planning on making a video today, but RFK Jr. is out here doing RFK Jr. things. He's once again proving that being evil makes you look more evil. Funny that. So here we got a political article that says the diseases RFK Jr. says children don't need to be routinely vaccinated for. Let's see what he thinks your children shouldn't be vaccinated for. America. Okay, so Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s move Monday to drop recommendations that all children get shots for four diseases is likely to mean fewer kids do, and more kids contract hepatitis A, meningitis, rotavirus, and the flu. Guys, there's a reason these things are like routinely you need to routinely vaccinate your kids for. And above all else, it's herd immunity. We what is it? I think like 93% of people need to be vaccinated for herd immunity to take to be effective. And that's what really ends up protecting the most vulnerable among us. Remember, not everybody can be vaccinated. There are some people with compromised immune systems that couldn't handle even a weakened strain of a virus. So so yes, vaccines are important. Let's see. That's a trade-off Kennedy has long believed worthwhile. Before becoming health secretary, he said he thinks kids got too many shots and that's likely the cause of other health issues such as autism, a neurological condition that affects communications and behaviors. That's dude, they're still on this vaccines cause autism rant. Like it's crazy how one thing has moved from like the anti-vaxxers used to be the crazy left, right? Like that used to be where the anti-vaxxer crowd was, and now it's moved over to like the right being the anti-vaxxer. But let's keep in mind, everybody who's ever been anti-vax has always just fallen into the category of like easily susceptible to like to having their minds just fucking abused by those around them. Of course, most public health experts say there's no evidence to support Kennedy's concerns, but they're certain vaccinating less is going to lead to more disease. Yeah, no shit. RFK Jr. doesn't know the first thing about health. He's like the least healthy sounding man in America. It sounds like he was on death's door a couple months ago. Let's keep reading. Half of my pediatric ward would be kids with rotavirus, and the other half would be kids with RSV," said Nava Yagane. I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. Medical director for Vaccine Preventable Disease Control at the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health, recalling the time before vaccines for those diseases were widely available. Guys, vaccines are literally like basically a miracle. We were able to take these microscopic things and use them to our advantage. Like they basically were like life's perfect killer. Back in the day, what sickness was thought to be some kind of miasma that went around and like poisoned the air. And well, they were on the right track, discovering uh, discovering these tiny viruses, these tiny organisms uh, help so much. It's insane that we're able to take these tiny organisms and use them to help fight them. Let's see. The downgraded shots will still be available and covered by insurance, Kennedy's Health and Human Services Department says, but public health experts expect the change will confuse parents and fuel growing distrust in vaccines. Fewer people are expected to get them. Falling vaccination rates, public health experts warn, could usher in more cases of disease Americans haven't worried about in decades. Yes, very true. Most of the time when if you go like if you don't know much as a parent and you just go into the doctor and like the doctor says, hey, your kid's up for these vaccinations, and you're like, oh, what do you like what's required, what's required versus what's recommended plays such a huge part in what parents will choose. When you tell them what only this and this and this is required, they're more likely to do that than rather what the doctor recommends, especially if they're already predisposed predisposed to like kind of falling into the anti-vaxxer, like they're dipping their toes into it already. So yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. Um, while children are still hospitalized for rotavirus and RSV, cases don't fill hospital beds like they once did. Again, as said, largely because people are using the vaccine, it's working the way it's supposed to. Yeah, no shit. But like, see, these dipshits will point to like these cases of the people of the kids who are still getting the virus, who are still getting sick, and they'll be like, "See, vaccines don't work." When like no one's ever said vaccines are 100% proof, like they guaranteed your kid won't get sick, won't get this illness. But like it's just a straw man they make up because they want your children to die. There's no other reason. I don't like, as insane as RFK is, I don't think he's dumb enough to think that vaccines hurt you. Vaccines cause odds. So I don't think he's like that. I think he's just evil. Um, let's finish this. To finish this up, let's see. Kennedy upended the schedule Monday without a vote from a panel outside experts who usually evaluate changes before the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, an arm of Kennedy's department, adopts them. Of course, he didn't. That again, just another point showing how dangerous Trump's re-election really is. It's not just what he's doing directly; it's everybody he's appointed, every agency he's poisoned and turned into a cancer now because he has basically people who were just loyal to him on top of the food chain issuing down orders. There's no one there to stop them, no one with the balls to stop them, and just tell them to like shut the hell up. You're wrong. We're not gonna let you do this. And this is what happens. We're gonna get more kids sick, more kids dying, and our birth rates already suck ass. So losing the few kids we are getting, yeah, that shit ain't great. But Kennedy's over here like, nah, fuck them kids. Okay, last year the panel voted to drop universal recommendations for COVID-19 vaccines and the hepatitis birth dose, moving the acting CDC director affirmed. Moves the acting CDC director affirmed. Now Americans will no longer be told to vaccinate their children for hepatitis A, influenza, meningitis, and rotavirus. Those shots, experts say, have made childhood immeasurably healthier since they were developed. It's a shame, but yeah, that's just the way it is. More kids are gonna get sick. And these anti-vax dipshits are gonna have an excuse to like, oh, see, the CDC says we don't have to do it. Like they're gonna turn an organization they always say they've distrusted, and now they're gonna use it as their excuse to say like, I trust the science. CDC tells me I don't have to. And of course, the current CDC wipes their ass with science. They hate science. They want you dead. Um, but yeah, just saw this article. The rest of this is a quick description of the illnesses described above. You guys can look that up on your own. I mean, obviously they're all these are illnesses no child should have to get, and it's something we had effectively gotten rid of. But thanks to our friendly neighborhood demon here, yeah, they will start getting them again. Uh, if you guys have any thoughts on this, leave it in the comments below. And subscribe if you feel like it. Have a good one. See ya.